Okay, we're back again with another episode of This Williams House, Casa de Williams. Um, Shoot, what is today? It's sometime in February right now. Wednesday, February the 8th. I know I'm saying that month weird. It's a little bit chilly in here. So, Wednesday, the 8th of February, 2017. There have actually been quite a few changes. They've been few and far between lately, so that's why we've held off on any updates. Mostly I've been taking a few photos here and there just to document and everything, but I feel that right now we actually have a substantial amount of changes, enough to actually warrant another video tour. So let's get started and see what we see. How about that? We are again, as usual, here in the corner of the master bedroom, just peeping through all of the framework. And not much has changed in here, really. As you can see, we've got some white Kills paint, I guess, along the trim area there, just to, I don't know, weatherproof, seal, whatever the heck that's doing. It looks like got a little bit of sap leaking out of the fresh wood there, but I'm totally okay with that. Let that happen. Whatever it takes. That technically, isn't that what epoxy resin is made out of? Chemical sap. So yeah, sealant, whatever, let it happen. Weatherproofing, I don't remember this foam along the joint there, but it seems to go all the way around, at least the exterior, the perimeter of the house. So that should work out pretty well, hopefully, to keep things a little bit airtight and dampen any noise, whatever, just whatever it's there for. I'm sure it has a really good reason, so we'll happily let that stay there. That's awesome. Master bath. Most of the floors that were subjected to water damage because of the burned ceiling have been painted white, cover up, seal in any smoke odor, water damage, mold, any of that nature. So good job on that. We're just, letting that happen. Drains look like they're decent enough, and showers, apparently those are going to be salvaged, so I'm not too disappointed about that. They were in decent shape. They've been covered up for now to prevent further just any kind of damage or debris or anything that might tarnish or stain. So good job, good job. The plumbing, thankfully, we've now got stubs on the end of the plumbing just to keep that nice and sealed off until the time comes that we have the valves reinstalled. Same thing for the sink, all stubbed up and ready to go. Most of those valves were kind of leaky before, so it's going to be great to have those replaced. Thank goodness it's all covered under the insurance. There goes our vent for all of the septic system, all the way up and out the roof. Great, it's no longer burned and falling apart like it was before. And not too bad on the rest of this. The master bath is coming along pretty well. Everything else is pretty much intact. Let's go have another peek. The wife's office, no major changes there. Again, just some more of the sealant along the baseboards, or the baseboards, whatever that is, along the base of the studs. And who knows? I don't know what it's for. Maybe, I don't know, I guess any water damage or just termite resistance, who knows, but it's sealing it up, and that's fine. I'll have to research that a little bit later just for my own personal curiosity. Any of the holes in the insulation that we had from the exterior have been plugged with some of that nice green stuff. Same grade, sure looks like it at least. It'll get the job done, guys. I know JWI is really hooking us up and helping us out. So great work, great work, great work. So as we can see in the hallway, we actually did quite a bit of this ourselves when we had our little Doberman Jasmine. She, as she had been spayed, and as she was getting up there in years, she developed incontinence. And number one, that is a struggle. If you ever wondered how you would handle children, try handling an adult dog that just loves to sleep and nap and lay everywhere, and she might dribble a little bit while she's sleeping. It's tough. Throw that in with, her, I don't know, scent marking, who knows, whatever the heck she was doing. But yeah, this used to be kind of messy, so we'd painted over that after, sadly, she had to be put to sleep because of ongoing medical issues. But, no, we didn't do that white spot. But with a few of these changes, let's see. Yeah, the white paint in the hallway, this is not all us. JWI has actually managed with that too. As I said before, sealing things up, keeping all of the mold and mildew at bay. Bathroom. This is the guest bathroom. Same situation as the master bath. We've got the stubs, plumbing, everything done really well. The same thing, drain, stubs. It's all great, all good. And, you know, more of that white paint, I guess, to control any smoke or odor, whatever have you. And beautiful plumbing, actually, coming for the refrigerator ice maker. Ta-da, there it is. There's a little valve. No more of that crazy, just random thin copper tubing running from all the way over by the sink and behind the stove and up underground. And it was just a complete mess. Now we have a real, legit, high-quality access there. So great, we like that. And you can see cutouts on the floor. It's pretty typical stuff. The electrician is supposed to come later this week, I think, Wednesday, tomorrow, actually today, and start doing the electricity for wiring all of this stuff that you see hanging here, all of the wiring, and especially the living room and dining room, kitchen. I'll get to that in just a minute. One thing that I wanted to point out is our HVAC. We actually have a really nice central vent in the middle of the hallway. That's, honestly, I wouldn't have thought to put it there myself, but whatever works. It's there, it'll work. I guess to keep it closest to the center of the house so that it's more efficient in drawing in the rest of the air. So, I guess that's what you want your intake to look like. And now it does, so we're happy about that. That's much better than these weird little cutouts that you see, such as that tiny one there, and again, here from the wall in the kitchen. All of those were the original cutouts feeding down from the ceiling area, down where you see that white paint. It would feed down through the ceiling and into the return ductwork down to the central air unit. Maybe that's going away in favor of just this one really large vent, at least upstairs. Let's cross our fingers on that. If not, at the worst, it's going to make things more efficient. So we're totally cool with that. We like that. Another big return vent there, and there was a small vent for the exterior. Insulation, it looks like we're getting ready to throw some of that stuff up. Nice, soft, smushy pink insulation. Stuff's going to keep us really warm in here. I don't know where that's going to go. I'm not an expert. I don't build these things, but there it is. Unless that was removed from somewhere. It doesn't exactly look brand new, so who knows? Maybe that was ripped down from another area, or maybe it's just being reused. Some of it looks new, some of it looks kind of old. Why do we have this wonderful pink plastic wrapping, and that piece looks pretty darn good. So who knows where these have come from, where they're going. But it's insulation upstairs, and there wasn't any before during this restoration construction process. So we will take that as it is. Again, the more plumbing stubs. We've got the kitchen for the sink, and they managed to run another vent up and across. It used to come all the way along the back wall over to this little T section, but now it looks like we're being a little bit more efficient up, around, and out, just to save any issues with that wall. I'm not sure why they do that, but there it is. We'll let that happen. I'm content with that. I obviously won't see that when the house is done, so who cares? So here we've marked out where our kitchen lights are going to go. The light over the sink and 4 little flush mount lights that'll hang just in front of the cabinets, hopefully give us a lot of light on that end, since with this section we're gonna have the an island with 3 pendant lights hanging down over the island. So that should help distribute the light across most of the kitchen entirely. 3 separate switches, one for the sink, one for the 4 lights, and one for the pendant lights when those show up. And then the open dining room, we'll have a chandelier there and the ceiling fan. We've got that marked with tape there as well. You can see that for the ceiling fan light. Now let's go check out one of the biggest additions. Some of the greatest progress that we've been looking at is the fireplace. The fireplace has now been installed. Just last week, they were completing the exterior structure for the fireplace, just building all of that in, getting it boxed in and wrapped, and I showed up, and this wonderful beauty was here. It's a little bit off from where I thought it would go. I thought it would honestly go just slightly to the left of what you see here, closer toward the other wall, but I'm fine with that. Everything looks good. It's working really, really well. And there we go, all the way up to the roof. So this is boxed in really well. It works. And this is probably where Santa Claus might be able to fit if he sucks his gut in really tight. Let's hope that he doesn't come all the way down in here, because that's going to be a tight little fit at the bottom once we get the fireplace in. I don't know how he's going to make it through. So yeah, upstairs, looking pretty good. Actually really excited about that. That's going to look nice. The usual new windows, bay window, not bay window, square window. Why am I thinking bay windows? And doors. Let's go check downstairs and see what we've got. Definitely with the vent, I'm looking for, or the air return, I'm looking forward to see what we have. Let's go take a peek downstairs. Still just really, really a marvel. There's some more filling in the holes that were there. I used to actually break in on this panel whenever I forgot my key. I didn't realize I had an extra, so just pop a hole through there and reach into the door. That's no longer possible, so I had to find my spare key. But it's okay, it's okay. Downstairs. Okay, we are in the utility room. It looks like they've been doing a little, I don't know, oh, that's old gas line. They've been doing a little cutting and repair here. I think I saw in an email that it was because some of the pipes had actually frozen down here. But, you know, new plumbing is always a bonus. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to say I'm glad they were frozen, but I am glad that they've been replaced. That, we'll leave it at that. And some more plumbing work for our downstairs shower. Yeah, we've converted that bathroom from a half bath with just a sink and a toilet and a lot of extra space into a full bath with a complete stand-up shower. The water heater is gone, and the HVAC is gone as well. There we go. No more heater, central air, whatever that is. No more of that big thing, that big old dinosaur. I'm actually really sad to see it go. It was almost like a really hard-working, you know, treasured old friend. It did its job, and it did its job well, and it just kept trucking right along on into old age. Sad to see you go, little furnace. Sad to see you go. But we have the new one coming in, and that's where she'll go. I'm not exactly sure why the drywall is cut out and in weird angles there, but whatever. I'm not the expert. I'm sure that'll be taken care of. And you can really see that there wasn't much painting that had gone on over here since the house had been built. It was sort of just thrown in there. I don't know why that wood is red. Oh wait, that's not wood. Shoot, I'm stupid. That is a support beam, whatever you want to call it. It's welded in there. That's fine. Cool, that's neat. And there's the bottom plate. Learning new things every day. So yeah, utility room. It's looking all right. All of the ductwork and all of the old ductwork has been removed, completely removed. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and step in here, and you can see all this brand new ductwork. Look at that. All of that is going inside the house to replace all of the other crud that was torn out. the stuff that was there wasn't bad before. It's, you know, it was just old. It had it had served its purpose. It was time to move on. And fortunately, it looks like, you know, it's moving on pretty well. Looks like more duct work. Yeah, the bathroom vents, maybe hoods. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here, a lot more stuff than what I expected. But, you know, whatever, they can do it. Hopefully, actually, if I think about this right, the a lot of this should make things quite a bit more efficient. And that large bulkhead that was going across the garage all the way through there, I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm very hopeful. I'm crossing my fingers that with the new ductwork, that will actually become much smaller and give me a little bit more clearance in here. Not, you know, the main support beam is always going to be there, but maybe it'll just narrow it down a little bit. It can hang down, just, you know, not as wide. So let's cross our fingers on that, hope for the best. The back side of the shower installed, and I mean, really nothing else to see about that from here. We'll go check that out on the other side, just as a refresher update. Obviously, the companies have been keeping pretty busy. Oh, let's check this out. Nails on the floor. Try to watch your step, you know. So that's our new heater, Aries. How about that? And looks pretty nice, pretty nice. And I guess that's part of it. This looks like it's probably the what is that? The condenser that sits outside. Is that called a condenser? Whatever the heck it is. Refrigerant. Here we go. Yeah, that's telling us what kind of refrigerant actually goes in this. There we go. R410A or R22. So we like that. We like that. Evaporator. There we go. Maybe. Whatever it is, it's one of those. And it's big and it seems like it's going to work. So great job, great job. Kind of excited to see that. I was wondering if that little old thing was going to be replaced outside. I mean, it seemed to do all right, but, you know, it had a lot of crap in it. It was old. It had been there a while. So new is always good in my book. Let's see what we've got going on in the rest of the house. Not too much, I don't think. Okay, they've been peeling out some of the drywall to what I assume is gain access to the central air lines coming through, whatever that's called. I don't know, I really need to brush up on my technical terms for these things. Just the big old copper pipe thingy that went all the way around and down into the rest of the HVAC. So that's actually looking fine. We've got some random cable up there, yada yada. Nobody cares about those. What we're really, really excited about is just seeing all of this progress underway. We like that a lot. Progress is always a good thing. So here we are in the now third full bath of the house. We've got a full stand-up shower with seat. So, you know, great if you're old or injured or for whatever reason you need to sit down to take a shower. I know during my hernia surgery over the last few weeks, that would have been amazing. Since I wasn't allowed to take a bath, and showering, standing up for long periods of time was pretty painful. So that's out of the way though. We've got that covered, and yeah, stubbed off plumbing, still there, still rocking it. That actually, I don't remember that being there, but it doesn't, it kind of looks new-ish, maybe. I don't know. It's there. That's what counts. Shower. It's all good. I don't know where we're going to have room for the poor little kitty litter box. That's just going to have to be what it is, because that used to be their space and now it's for showering. So yeah, that's what we have. Nothing else new downstairs. Everything is coming along quite nicely. Outside, actually, let's step outside for a quick peek. Shouldn't be a problem. This is that's pretty stiff. Let's see. It's kind of rainy out here, so we won't worry about it too much, but footers have been dug and poured, and that one's full of water for the back deck, which will all come up and around where we're looking. Lots of mud. Stay out of the mud. So yeah, big holes, footers, ready to go, and chimney all the way up. Okay, so that's actually about all I've got. Nothing else new, but still on the up and up. Things are looking great. Things are coming along really, really well. Very pleased with progress. This Friday is the day that we meet with one of the contractors to discuss cabinetry, carpet, tile, laminate flooring, all of those wonderful options, siding, things like that. So we will probably not have much of an update until next week, just because, I mean, you know, these guys, they're going to do what they do. HVAC install, the electrician, the electrical wiring, those things are going to come along, and after that, I think it was insulation, so it'll probably be about a week before the electricity, HVAC, and insulation are installed. Once that happens, I will be back to make an update video just to see how all of that's coming, and after that, we're looking forward to drywall. Once the drywall starts going up, we're going to be seeing a lot of coming together. So check back next week. Stay tuned, and we'll see you then.